Welcome back to the Quiksilver Pro France, catching up to action as we're moving into round number 3. And we're going with Italo Ferreira on a first wave with a beautiful backhand stab through the lip, make it 2 for Ferreira. And nice little roundo to start off his account here. He's going to be versing Matt Wilkinson, sticking with this wave, calling for the ski. Wave fizzles out.
The contrast here of Italo, again, his is a little more carved through the lip. Similar 2 types of turns. So this is going to be comparing very similar rides.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll wait for the judge's decision. Behind him, Matt Wilkinson, belt slip himself off the bottom again. A nice arc on the backhand reels and make it 3 for Matt Wilkinson. Hammering the lip. Of course, we've always been a fan of the rhythmic surfing that Wilco is able to produce on his backhand. And he kicks out, also calls for his escort. Peter Mel, let's talk us through this Wilco wave.
Very similar waves for both Matt Wilkinson and Italo Ferreira. Felt like Ferreira got the better of the first maneuvers. Good rhythm, though, for Wilco here on this one. He would have loved to have had a final section here, but no speed and no lip. So just kick out, but again, watch that technique on that backhand. That board definitely straight up 12 o'clock and then straight back down to 6 in an instant, in a millisecond, 2 times in a row. So those were 2 nice maneuvers from Matt Wilkinson.
Did that all good, the strategic part, and then when I was serving my waves, I just wasn't like nimble and wasn't like on my feet as good as I wanted to be. But here's Italo. Hopefully he can do better than me.
Let's see what Ferreira has for us. Big rotation attempt and incomplete for Italo Ferreira. So it's going to continue to be an even match at the beginning of this opening heat in round number 3.
I presume that was something that really helped you to get to this level. But at this point, are you in a situation where you're finding, as we get back to it, hold on.
Yeah, in the barrel and just getting axed on the way out. Italo Ferreira, we saw that set coming through, and gosh, he got that left-hander, opened up with a right. Gosh.
The year, you kind of know where you're going to be at certain times of the year.
You know, I get to go surf, and I get to do all that stuff. And
and pretty close right there with Italo, and you get to, the comfort at home.
Yeah, it's comfortable, and I like to be on the move. I want to be, have my back against the wall, and like being in situations where I have to figure it out and have to go look for ways.
Your mom and dad really supported you. We knew about you. You were on the radar, I think, at like 10, 11 years old.
We're like, yeah, it's just a matter of when, if, right? If, not when. That's what it was. Or no, it's when, not if.
Yes,
right.
100%.
It's been a long couple days.
Nice, yeah, we're good, Pete.
I need more chocolate.
It's chocolate for Peter. One more try for Ferreira, building up speed down the line, looking for a ramp, and that wave goes absolutely rampless for our Brazilian surfer. Priority still being held by Matt Wilkinson, being very patient out the back, and he knows what he wants. Wilkinson chooses the forehand. Big layback snap, gets loose there, a little too loose, and incomplete. Kanoa, at this point, well, we're going to get, because I was going to pick your mind, but we're going to like live action with Matt Wilkinson, and let's see if he can find the backup there. Nice start there. Nice hack. See if he gets the finish, and doesn't come through the finish. How important would that finish have been, Kanoa?
Obviously, I paid for it in my heat. I did my 2 turns and fell on the 3rd one, and I think he got the job done there. Obviously, they don't have a backup score, so something anywhere above a 5 would be really nice.
Well, you can break it down for us right here, what he did.
He did a big snap here, and then he did a really nice layback. He got a little bit stuck, but then, I thought he got good timing to this last turn, and then just like I don't know, it got filled up or something. It was kind of weird. A lot of warbles. It's tricky out there.
And what's the difference, do you think, in a score when you don't get that final maneuver completed?
I think these days it doesn't really matter as much. It's just leaving some meat on the bone.
Let's see if we get air right here. Down the line, lip line glide. Second lip line glide for Italo Ferreira. Bring it up speed. Nice hook there. Frothy face. A lot of momentum and speed generated by Italo Ferreira coming through this inside section. Oncoming whitewater and closes that out nicely to wrap it up. Calls for the ski, and that's going to be a nice backup for Italo Ferreira.
Really like that. You know, that was on edge. You know, he felt like he was going so fast in the lip, you know, and definitely a good backup.
Here's the replay, Kano. You can talk us through this one.
He was going really fast. This second floater was super critical. Could have dug his nose. And then the fact that he got that third one up there, I think, you know, it was really fast, progressive, speed, power, flow. You know, this inside section, I thought he was going to get a little Huntington hop, but it didn't really give him too much. But, you know, it's all about adapting, like I said before, and when you're strategizing and when you're on the wave.
Felt so on edge.
Yeah.
You know, that whole time you're like, you almost were like kind of freaking out for him because you know that he was going so fast that if he had gone, you know, that nose down, it would have been just a full speed splat.
Well, he did poke the nose a little bit on that one backhand hook, and he was able to pull it out, so that was nice. Little Hossengor hop right there to finish off.
Be in the good range and see if Matt can answer back here. He needs to.
Yep. Chooses to go left. Wilkinson winds up. And a straight air, beautiful straight air, covering some ground and finishes off with another combo of snaps. So Wilkinson showing us some variety, and I like the rare straight air. Pete, you got something to say?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, you know, we're talking about these emails that, or, you know, texts that come from our head judge. You know, this is an answer for Matt Wilkinson. I mean, he could have easily been more conservative, but he went above the lip and he does the big frontside air, and that was a big one. It was solid. It was above the lip, and he got some maneuvers done after this. So this is going to be an interesting comparison to what we saw from Italo. What do you think, Kanoa?
Oh, that was pretty sick. I mean, we were just talking about, you know, combining big turns with airs and stuff.
Yeah, 6.33 for Italo Ferreira on that right-hander. We're waiting for the last score of the left of Matt Wilkinson. Italo Ferreira going to the air, and watch the injury there. That looked like that actually looked dangerous to
what
land.
was crazy about that was it felt like he was going to go out the back of the wave, and he actually was into the flats with it. I mean, that's his back technique. He's pretty nuts.
Wow, kind of a surprising number.
I'd love to ask Kanoa about frontside or airs like that. I mean,
straight airs?
And the difficulty, yeah, of a straight air compared to the rotation. We'll get back to that.
Hook for Matt Wilkinson, back up in the lip again, and the bobble's going to cost him there. He's going to muscle his way through, but just couldn't regather himself.
Replay, take it away, guys.
No, yeah, go for it.
That first turn was huge. You know, the second turn was just a little bit late, and it kind of put him off timing for this third one. And then it just got all warbly, and, you know, when you kind of make one mistake, it kind of like leads to the next one.
And Ferreira, again, trying that. He's going to put it down, I have a feeling. Well, it's the age-old, you know, Mason Ho question, you know. He never loses a heat in a high-quality wave in just a couple minutes.
Here's a replay of Italo Ferreira that we didn't catch in live action. And he finds a nice barrel with that rail grab cutback. So the plot thickens, doesn't it?
It does.
Just when we thought Wilco answered back, Ferreira.
On the same peak.
That's right.
And that's harsh because you'll probably think Wilco thought he had it. And this was a pretty good barrel. You know, he disappeared from view and then actually comes out with a beautiful wrapping carve. And he gets the finish move as well. So it feels like that 6.33 could be bettered by that wave there.
Matt Wilkinson trying to fight back here. Nice arcing bottom turn to a slash off the top. Again, 12 o'clock up through the lip. Got that rhythm for two big turns. 6.17 is Wilco's requirement to take the lead in this heat. At 3 minutes, 15 seconds, he's made the connection to the inside. We'll see if he can muster up a couple more fractions of a point there. And he does finish on his feet, so good job for Matt Wilkinson.
Feels like that connection, it could be kind of important to get that 6.17. And we're at 3 minutes, so it could be actually his last chance.
And the same wave on the right-hander. This was Matt Wilkinson on the replay, Kanoa.
Yeah, that was super nice. This second turn was the money turn. He connected really well. I wish I would have gave him a third one, but you know, for him, he was just going for the 6.17, and looks like he got it there. But then, you know, obviously Italo got that wave out the back. And I think this last turn, you know, for him, he realized how important it was too. And I think just to have that closing on the wave, and like being able to kick out knowing you finished the wave makes a huge difference. And you know, I'm sure he saw Italo's wave as soon as he kicked out.
Well, we're at that point in the heat too that you can kind of, they've probably written their scores down. There'll be a review.
Wilco's just trying to hedge his bets here with the rodeo. We are waiting for scores. We are waiting for scores for both Italo Ferreira and Matt Wilkinson. Italo's going to take this wave in and get the news on the beach. Score in for Matt Wilkinson, a 6.47. He takes the lead. Score in for Italo Ferreira, and it is a 6.57.
Wilco.
Not enough. Matt Wilkinson.
Wow, what a heat.
Pulls it out right at the end of the heat. Wow, what a finish. We're coming back with more action.